Yeah, you're late by like 20 seconds. I have a vice clamp ready for you, Brendan. It's going to be a fun night. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, you know football, right? You can help me with this if I open it? Because I don't know who's good or not. Jonathan? Jonathan, are you seeing? Oh, okay, there's Cody. He's a football guy too. I'm surprised you're not in bed, Brendan, because literally the Walmart I went to had nothing. It's the closest Walmart to me, and they haven't got anything new, and I can't. I don't know how long. They had they had some hangers of 2019 Series 1. They had a blaster of 2019 Series 2. And the rest were opening day and football. That's pretty much it. They had some hangers. But I like opening football because I have to rely on you guys. You need an external driver. Are you talking about for the Alienware? Hey, Roy. This is my boy. This is Chris. If I want to burn disc, yeah, I'm not. I could just I'll go get one if I need to. I'm more concerned with just recording and have it digital. I'd like to start putting some music up on Bandcamp, things like that. This computer, this is an Asus, whatever. I bought it, their gaming laptop, and it's just fit. It's about to go. I have another laptop in the back, and it's Toshiba, and it's nice, but it's not gonna be okay for that. What's up? No, we just started. You can come in and 3 hours later, you probably haven't missed much. Clayton, how was your fishing today? I wore this shirt for Cody because he's a huge Selena fan. Yeah, I'm right. I'm hardwired. That's why I do it in the bedroom, because if I do it in the den or any other room, not that good. You got 4 bass, 4 smaller bass. All I remember from the Selena movie is that she can eat a large pizza, and that some dude played a Richie Sambora model Fender with the Lone Star Strat, I think it was. He did a little tap and lick. I think I did. I can't remember. I think you popped in and you said, "Hey, Dan, why are you in Mississippi?" Why would anybody? Why is anybody? Who? I'll play some Mississippi blues for you. Work this week. What's there to do in Mississippi? got to be some cool Mark Twain things. All right, let's open some football. I only got 6 people here. I wanted to wait a few before I started to. Can you do a riverboat gamble or whatever it is? A casino boat? That would be cool to dress up like a what are those guys that would? I can't remember. I read it. I read Mark Twain's biography. I can't remember what. That would Mark Twain. Well, hot dogs in Alabamans. No, but to Mark Twain. Yeah, he was very good, Sean. I listened. Yeah, Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn from this. They're on the Mississippi. Do you know why all hot dogs in Alabama look alike? Hold on. I don't know. You can tell me. We have somebody in here from Alabama. I remember reading that Mark Twain was talking about when he was on the river, when he was young on the boats, how absolutely treacherous it was to navigate that water, the Mississippi River. I don't know. We have it in Massachusetts too. You should send me a picture of your hotel room, Dan. Well, Mark Twain, he was a Southern man of the time. I imagine he probably had some racist ideas, James Blackshaw. Sean, I a lot of the fingerstyle. I like Michael Hedges a lot. And some of the Candy Rat stuff is cool. I never really got into it. He was really good. His syncopation was excellent. Jack Rose. I don't know. Let's. All right, there's only 6 people on. There's a million people streaming. We're at 5, 6 people, whatever. Let's just watch me slice my hand open. Dan can help. Chris can help. Cody can help. Both Chris's can help. A lot of cards in here. Smells good. These are 2019 Donruss. Yeah, you're going too deep into that, Brendan. I think you need to take a step back and look at who you're dealing with. Kyler Murray is what I want. Okay. Call it Jim Sides Jim. Yeah, I mean, it was a. Daniel Jones. So is there like a patch relic in here? One exclusive memorabilia card. I'm going to assume that's like a patch relic piece of crap. I mean, a manufactured relic. Let me switch this to this style. Okay. Classic. Daniel Jones, Murray. Okay. Christian McCaffrey. Randy Moss. Tony Gonzalez. You know, if he was going to call Jim by something else, you know, that's what they probably would have said. So I know some schools won't do that anymore, right? They won't even read Tom Sawyer. Which one, Randy Moss or Tony Gonzalez? You say the name and I'll put it aside. Hey, Papa J. I have no take on Antonio Brown since I don't really watch football. Oh, McCaffrey? Okay. Randy Moss, Tony Gonzalez, AJ Boye, Derrick Henry, Boye, okay. Carl Joseph, Raquan Smith, Byron Murphy, rookie. Henry is your guy. Is he good? I'll put him aside. I don't know, Byron Murphy any good? Or Byron Murphy. So, Aaron Jones, Le'Veon Bell, he's good, right? Sean, Mark, I mean, it wouldn't be written now. Bell, Jair Alexander, nah. Sean Williams, Ty Hilton, Jameis Winston, Ty, is good. All right, Jameis Winston. Okay. Dante Pettis. And Devin Singletary. It's a cool card. I like the way it looks. Hey, little mud dog. Any of these guys good? Singletary, Pettis. Singletary's worth prospecting on. Well, all rookies I usually penny sleeve anyways, and just in case. DeMarcus Lawrence. Hey, Sportsline. How are you? You're doing all right tonight. Marcus Lawrence, Tyler Lockett. Success. Todd Gurley II. Hey, Primate, what's up, buddy? Justin Tucker. Gurley's good. Okay. Justin Tucker. Kenyon Drake. Alan Scott was making his 12th. We're just opening these football cards and relying on y'all to help me tell me who's good. Kenyon Drake is underrated. All right. On the side. Sam Darnold. Yeah. Should I put him in a good pile? All right. Sam Darnold. We have a Marquise Brown rated rookie. Okay, Darnold would be worth it. And a Monty Hooker, rookie. This is different. This is canvas card. I don't know if you can see the texture. I don't know who Hollywood is. Keep the brown. Okay. Oh, look, I know this guy. Top load the brown. Baker Mayfield. Ben Roethlisberger. Hey, Jay. I was hoping you'd come in. I want to talk to you about something. I know somebody that would like that. So, Jalen Richard. Phillip Rivers. Tim Brown. Rivers is good. Oh, he let you down. Okay. I don't know if should he be in the good pile or not. Come back to him. Tim Brown. Bradley Chubb. I like his name. Hall of Famer. Okay. Oh, Tim Brown's a Hall of Famer. Bradley Chubb. And we have a cat. Let's get out of here. Trace McSorley, Ravens press proof. Chubb is good. All right. Chubb is always good, if you ask me. Nobody knows this guy is Trace McSorley for the Ravens. And Raquel Armstead. McSorley is not good? Okay. How about Raquel? Rye-bread Armstead. Man, they really hook you up with the cards in football versus baseball. Lots of packs. I know this guy. He's going to stay with me for now. Thomas Brady. Larry Fitzgerald. Move these over. Larry Fitzgerald. Eli Manning. Fitzgerald is good. All right. Eli, yeah, I'm not going to. Mike Evans. Calais Campbell. Yeah, Eli, I'm sure he's, I know who he is. I don't know. Evans is good. This is good. Corey Davis. Trumaine Johnson. That's a cool name. Sounds like a lion from a cartoon or something, like Trumaine. Like your grandfather, like the grandfather of some cartoon lion tribe was Trumaine, and he dies at the beginning, and then you have to carry on his legacy. Drew Lock. Hey, Farah. What's up? I liked your video today. I tried taking some of your advice as well tonight. Say any good, Drew Lock? Lock sucks? Okay. Chet Lemon. What's up, buddy? Prospect on lock. Okay. Adrian Peterson. Brett Favre. He's going to the pile. Both these guys are. Frank Clark. Kenny Stills. The biggest disappointment in this is that, unlike the Don Ross products that like baseball products, is that there's not a lot of variation. There's not a lot of cool inserts I'm seeing. Chet, what's up? Is Kenny Stills any good? Stills, he's decent, but all right. CJ Uzoma, Clint Carpenter. What's up, bud? Did you ever get your cards? Your lady cards? I don't know. We can see if we work something out for Chet if he's good. Adam Vinatieri. I mean, I know who he is. I don't know if I should. Is he good enough to put in the good pile? Hey, Joe Namath. That's cool. I like Joe Namath. All right. Adam Vinatieri goes over, and Lonnie Johnson Jr., rookie. Y'all should make sure you go check out Soul Illumination's video. She does some really good stuff. It's not sports card related, but Vinatieri. What's up, Phil? And okay, we'll leave that on. Yeah, I do, Chet. My legs are much nicer than yours. Everybody knows this. Bobby Wagner. Dude's jacked. How big is he? He's 245 at 6 feet. Yeah, I'm looking at him. He looks like a beast. Devontae Adams. Well, you know what? Every time I go on stream, Chet, I show some meat. Okay? I still have yet to see an ounce of flesh from you. And so until then, you have no claim over who's got better legs here. Melvin Gordon III. Stupid but good. Matt Ryan. I'll show some flesh, my dog. Ryan is good. Ed Reed. He looks old. Yeah, let's see, Chet. Is he an older player? Is Ed Reed? Is this in 2002? Okay, yeah, that's why. Something about that. Julio Jones. Oh, Quint. Someone actually stole the cards. They have them. Khalil Mack. I know that dude. Highlights. Cool card. Julio is amazing. Okay, cool. No, you know what? Brian Burns. Rookie. Julio's trash then to me. Maybe. Any good? Brian Burns. There's another Nick Chubb, which I believe is a different Nick, the photo variation, or the other one is. So, Juju Smith-Schuster. What the? Is he any good? He's got a good name. Juju Smith. Oh, Nick Chubb is even. So it's two Chubbs, a double Chubb. When she's really pretty, that's what you call it, a double Chubb. Mari Cooper. I've heard him. His name. Okay. Anthony Muniz. Formerly good. Kiko Alonso. Oh, Muniz Hall of Famer. Okay. So is Kiko any good? Mark Ingram II. Yeah, it was Anthony Muniz. This won't focus right now. Maybe it's trying to focus on these. Hold on. There. He was he had a package sent in my name with a track and I took it home. So, oh, wow. It's amazing because if you guys knew what Clint Carpenter, what kind of cards they were, like dirty lady cards from the 90s, they were like naked lady cards. Mark Ingram II. Marvin Jones Jr. I have no idea what jabs is breaking tomorrow. And Justice Hill. What is he breaking? No. Man, that's crazy, Clint. Like, they have GPS on everything now. I don't, it's a USPS. I don't know how anybody thinks they get away with that. Sleeve the Juju? Okay. I believe our relic hit is in here, so I'm going to put that. Christian Kirk. Yeah, feet people with Steelers. Just the worst. Kirk Cousins. Yeah, probably was Cecil. Come on, focus. Average. Patrick Mahomes. I've seen Cecil Fielder around the post office a couple towns over from me, and he had mustard stains all over his shirt, and he spilled a coffee. But I think it was all an act because he's trying to get people to think he's just some big oaf. Patrick Mahomes. All right, cool. That's the card. Patrick Mahomes II. Put him over here. Aaron Donald. Is that a really good one? I've heard the name, obviously, probably in this chat like 10 minutes ago, but Holmes like Alonzo. Okay, cool. Aaron Donald. Donald is great. Garyon Conley. Oh, really? The best player? Jarrell Casey. Calvin Johnson. And Jonathan Abram. Yeah, Calvin. So this looks like an older photo. 1998. Yeah, okay. How about Jonathan Abram? So Casey's good. That dude's a monster. 305. Okay. Okay, there's a cool like elite card in here. James Landry. If I was ever going to PC football cards, it would be Raiders stuff. I liked the aesthetic of the Raiders growing up. Jarvis, you dolt. What are you? What is he adult or me adult? What's going on? He's pretty good. How about Sterling Shepard? Hey, Stemmers Hits. How are you? Sterling Shepard. John Brown. Good. I'm glad you're doing great. Mike Williams. Calvin Ridley. Matt Breida. Yeah, Chet, growing up, like, just, I thought the people, Raiders were so badass. And I really like Alzado, but Josh Jacobs. Like, I have who the Raiders quarterback, Carr. I have a ton of his rookies. Is he any good? Josh Jacobs. Ridley is good. And this Elite Ted card or Dominator, Russell Wilson. Yeah. It's a cool looking card. I know Russell Wilson. I'm not a fan of Russell. Jacob gets a loader. Okay. So, I saw the first name of the hit, so I hope it's good. Myles Gaskin, rookie. David Johnson. Saquon Barkley. I know that name. Hey, Spitball Bros, I missed you. Sorry about that. How are you? Saquon, top load. Leonard Fournette. Barkley is the Trout. Okay. Because, Stemmer, you can go live. You just can't go live on your phone like mobile. So I have a webcam to the laptop. So Leonard Fournette is good. You do? Okay. Put it here. Gerald McCoy. Yeah, I know. I just haven't. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't done it. I was just gonna wait till eventually, if I hit 1,000, to do it. McCoy decent as with Marlon Mack. All right, Clint, I'll check that out after. I haven't really watched any videos today. Mac is good. Darius Guice. And we have a relic hit. Don't think it's autographed because I imagine it would be a sticker. I don't know, maybe no. And our hit is Riley Ridley, rookie phenoms. It's a nice looking card. I have no idea if it's good or not. Nah, not bad. It's a good one. I don't know. It's a cool looking card. I love the Chicago colors. Spitball, I got a ton of base. Here, Spitball bro. Email me what they need for base. All right, so I got these cards. I don't PC football, okay? I spent $20 on the. Are there any cards here that anybody wants to buy or I can auction off right now? If not, I don't care. I'll just put them aside and use them at a later time. But everybody in here are regular, people I consider friends. So if anybody wants anything in here, let me know. Right, hold on. Yeah, I saw the Jarvis Landry. Yeah, I don't either, Spip. I don't. The only one I was thinking about keeping was the big one that you guys said, the Patrick Mahomes, because I'll tell you why in a minute. So Fournette, Juju. Juju Smith-Schuster. Keep the Jacobs. The Mahomes. Yeah. Everybody should, anybody that's in here we should all sub to each other. And most of us are card people, but there's a couple that aren't, like Soul Illumination, but she does really great content. And we should all listen to what she has to say because it's good stuff. I would be down with the Fournette and the Juju. What did you say you wanted? So I have the Juju here, the Fournette. I have the Jarvis. Chris, was there anybody else you were interested in? Chris Bolton, Chris Weaver, any of the football guys here? I mean, I just don't collect them. Some of the nicer ones, like if there's a couple big hits in there. So let me spin this camera around. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do coming up. Well, did Selena's eyes, does she hypnotize you? Bitty bitty bum 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 bitty, whatever she says. I have no idea. Listen. So here's the thing. We had 22 people in here. That's enough because I wanted to try to tell as many people as possible. No, thank you, Cody. Everybody hates Kahoot because of, and I understand why. Because on Jab's channel, it was a mess, and they had all these people on the channel acting like maniacs, and they just want free stuff, and it is what it is. I absolutely love trivia. I have so much stuff. Like, I have so many cards. I don't even know what I have anymore. I was thinking about setting up a trivia, something trivia, probably Kahoot, but it's not going to be baseball trivia. It's going to be a general trivia. I have sports, music, movies. I'll have all types of different stuff. And how it would work would be, depending on your placement, you get points instead of prizes. Like if I did one tonight, which I'm not, and you came in first place, you would get so many points. And if you came in 15th place, you get so many points. Those points you have to accumulate them over time and use those points for cards that I would have. So I would set up a little website, and the points that you accumulated with Kahoot or the trivia would, this would be the prize at the carnival that you can't afford. That is designed so you can never own it. This would be, I don't know. I haven't decided how many points yet, but 40th place, every place would have points. And what you could do is if I had, like, say, I don't know, I have, how much is the Patrick Mahomes worth? I understand the refusal, Chris, but I'm trying to make it something different and something more fun because I like trivia. I know other people do. And it wouldn't just be like, you're going to have a prize. You'd have to Well, that I could do something like that, Chip, but I don't know why you would do it since you have the personality of a wet rock. Just saying, I love you, but so this Patrick Mahomes is a $5 card, right? Let's just say it's a $5 card. So I would have this on the site, and you could either use points, or I don't know if you do it like you could do points and like a certain amount of points, and if you didn't have enough, you could do like points in $1 or something like that. I don't know if I want to do that. I'd rather probably just do points, but that's my plan, and I think it would be fun, and it wouldn't be as chaotic, and it would because you have to accumulate points over time. It's not just like, hey, I won. Where's my giveaway card? You know, and there would be like lower end stuff, like junk wax shit you could get, like commons, even like piles of commons for no points at all. Or you got 4 points to take them. Well, that's something that's Cody. That's something that's going to be discussed at a later point with her actually. Wet rock personality bonus points. Yes, you have a weighted system that takes into account. Yeah, I don't see One Cent Sports Cards. I don't have the viewers. I have 23 viewers in here now, and that's like high for me. So I won't have the problem that he has. And I don't know. I have to figure that out, Stemmers. I have to come up with a point system. I'd have to start. How much is a pack of 89 Upper Deck? It's like $5, I think. No, he said 80-something% didn't pay for them. Yeah, that sucks, spitball. I'm sorry about that. Dan Quisenberry card will probably be a point, or you could probably get like a stack of Quisenberries for $1 for a pointer. I mean, well, Chris, I mean, it's a way for me to get rid of cards. It's a way for me to get rid of cards and engage people and have people come back to view and to participate. And I also think part of the problem was before is that his trivia was just kind of based around baseball and his channel, where this would be a very general trivia thing. So you may not see the same people at the top every night because we all don't have the same information, right? So it could be like, so if it was a movie trivia question, Jake Pylon might be killing it, but he may know nothing about, he said he only knows about rap music. So if it's a music question and it's country music, you have Brendan Simmons in here who's got Toby Keith tattooed on his face. So I think it would be more fair in a way. And it would do multi-sport questions. So, and there'd be, the site would have multi-sports cards, non-sports cards. I don't want to do the thing like something like Back in the Game does, because he does it so well. I don't want to do that, but I do want to get rid of stuff, but I just don't want to get rid of it. I don't know if I could have subscribers submitted questions. Probably not, because there's that chance for cheating there. And I don't want to risk that, you know. Streamers, I just saw Gwen Huffman. Super sweet guy. Sounds cool. Clayton knows country music, but Jay Pylon doesn't. Jay Pylon knows the Lifetime cinematic universe in and out. I'm sure Clayton doesn't. So it's going to be more fair, I think, because like last time you saw Paul at the top, Paul Ilko, whatever, at the top, quite a bit in the same name. And that's cool. They just really knew baseball and they knew Jab's channel. So this way it would be a little bit, I don't know, I think it'll be fun. Geography, it'll be like Trivia Pursuit. And I don't know if I'd set it up like if they were higher, particularly for higher end cards. Let's say I put some really nice cards up there, like, and it was 5,000 points. What I do it like, you could spend 3,000 points and then $15 or something like that. Element 115, I don't know. I know it's discovered by Russians, though Bob Lazar said that he's found it. He had it first. But I know Russians figured it out. That's what I know. Then you say it, I don't know what it is. So what do you guys think? You think that's an okay idea? What do you think about the money aspect? Like for higher end cards that would. Oh, you're not dumb, my dog. You're just touched, is what they would say. Yeah, I could speak on Bob Lazar all night, Chris. You have a sixth grader. Well, you know what? Fun fact, I would have no idea. So I have no idea, Chet. So what about like if there's cards, if there was the option to spend so many points plus money, if people didn't want to save up for, like if there was a 5,000 point card, you would need 3,000 points plus, like I said, like 10 or 15, nothing crazy, but like money. That way it's not going to take too long to do it. Or do you think that's too, I don't know. I'm not trying to make money doing this. Yeah, I was really into the Area 51 stuff. Oh, like UFO stuff for a long, long time. Now I'm just really into Selena. Right, STEM. So like you asked what this guitar costs, right? If you went to a place where you're going to use points, like if you went to an arcade, right, there's going to be those crazy high-end items that are going to take you like a year to get enough points for. And if I put, say, I don't know, some really crazy vintage card up there that's worth, you know, however much money, maybe it's $150 card, you know, I'm not going to make, I don't want to make it easy for people to get, but I also don't want to make it too hard where people get discouraged. That way, if you had a certain amount of points plus some money to it, that you could get it. Chuck E. Cheese have point systems. My Dog Auto Rookie is priceless. Yeah, Mo Vaughn cards. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you put a Mo Vaughn card up there, it's going to take you 7 to 10 years to be able to afford it. So I thought maybe with that you could do something like 187,000 points plus $187,000, and you can get the Mo Vaughn card. But there's a lot of cool people doing a lot of cool things. I like what Back in the Game does. I like the online store aspect of it, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to make us. I don't. That's not fun for me. I want it to be fun for me too. Or I'm not going to want to do it. Yeah, I love that. I love the EITG. No, so Casey, I'm saying, like, if let's say it was a pile of Dan Quisenberry cards, okay, right? You're not going to need. It would not. There would be no cash option. There would be no, because it would be like 10 points. I don't know. But if there was a card that was really expensive and it would take a very long time, I don't want to. I think having a small cash option would allow people to not feel like, oh, I can never get that, so they're not going to spend the money on it. I mean, sorry, they're not going to spend the points on it, and it's just going to sit there. I want to get rid of the stuff. I want people to have it, enjoy it. So that's what the cash option would be on higher end items only. That way you can not beat the system, but it kind of helps balance it out. Chris, you might be 100% right. It might be the worst idea I've ever had. Dollars. What about dollars? Like you're saying, like on higher end items, you could use cash and points if it was that way. It doesn't discourage people. Dave Durango dollars. Oh, you're saying Dave Durango dollars. It's spelled, you're not, it's spelled like that, by the way, dollars. Yeah, but no, because then I'll start feeling like a real scumbag. Durango dollars. Ain't happening. The biggest concern about all of that is that I don't want to be viewed as money hungry or trying to get money or trying to be shady in any way. I don't want that. I'm not trying to make, I have money. I don't need money from YouTube. So I just want to, that's the biggest concern, is to not get that, make things feel, I don't want people to be think that I'm skeezy or dirty or trying to get money or anything. Durango shekels makes more sense. I've never bought a sub. The only sub I buy is an Italian, maybe a roast beef and cheese. Well, you know, Chris, a good example is Jabs. I think Jabs done a lot of things that he didn't deserve, some of the hatred that he gets. But the problem was, I think that he was just trying to do something, and it got. He doesn't realize his audience he does realize how big his audience, but I don't think he takes into account to the fullest at times. For instance, the auction. Probably thought that was scummy, the prices, and I don't know if I don't want anybody to think. That's why the cash thing was just. I want to be really careful with it. Firehouse subs, I've never had them. No, I see the commercials and I get upset. I start getting teary-eyed. Spinal fluid drips out of my nose. No, you're right. Well, I don't think he would be. He shouldn't have been ready. Like, how would he be ready? Like, how would anybody in here be ready to blow up like that? And now, you know what? And here's the thing. You're not blowing up making comedy. You're not blowing up making skits. You're blowing up dealing with sports cards that people gamble on, right? This is gambling. Every time we open up a pack, we're gambling. For kids, it's a little different, right? But we're dealing with mostly adults who are buying high-end items for investment. It's just to blow up and have that be your thing is so dangerous. It's very, very hard, I would imagine, for someone that isn't of the mentality of someone like you go to like Breakers TV and you got like the platinum card breaks and the fire hand breaks and all that type of stuff. Like that's their business, right? That's their world, right? So that if that's not, and you kind of pop into this, you get into this, then this cards become a dangerous thing. It's card world's always been shady as hell. Hey, LTLT, scumbags of the community. Yeah, but even as a kid, I remember how scummy the card community could be, and how jealous people can get, and just petty. It's a fucking base. It's a card, right? But unfortunately, when you're spending thousands of dollars and you're gambling, which we all do. Someone like Jabs is going to have, it's going to be tough. Hey, Oliver, what's up, buddy? Ken F, how are you? I don't know. I'm ranting grave and I sound like an idiot, but it's a tough thing if you go. You guys ever see that dude on YouTube, Badland Chugs? The big dude, he chugs just massive amounts of soda and whatever. And he did a Sonic. I saw a video with him in it last night. He was talking about, he did a video where he's chugging down a Sonic or something, like a 40-ounce drink. And a YouTube algorithm picked it up and he went viral and he ran with it. Now he does these videos and he's got a ton of views and it's great. But he's chugging soda, right? He's not selling baseball cards. He's not accepting, the fan mail thing, which I know Jabs is getting rid of because it's too much. And he feels, a certain way about it. And I understand that. I get that. And yeah, Jay, it is also, he needs a full-time assistant or something. I think he said he's getting one. The point isn't about Jabs. It's just that this is a weird thing to blow. If you have it blow up, It's a strange space. It's not your regular YouTube space. And I don't think but most people aren't really ready for that. So with all that said, that's my plan with the trivia thing. I think it'll be fun. I like the idea of creating questions for people. I like that the people that come into the streams usually with me are varied. We have all different types of folks in here with all different types of knowledge and different ages. And it won't be like, hey, where's my card this week that I was sent? You know, you're supposed to send me. It will be like, you get this, you have so many points, and you can get what you want, and then I ship it out. So, and it also is good for me because it will keep people coming back in a way. So, what is a truth talk? I don't know, Chris. I think maybe he means that. I don't know. Brendan, you missed it. We were just talking about your Toby Keith face tattoo. Well, to be fair, Jay, I have like 800 subs, and I don't want to talk about anything political or anything like that, because regardless of your opinion, my opinion, there's a million places on the internet you can go and talk about that, and I would love to. I think it's fun, but no matter how good it usually starts, it tends to end up online into a fight, and I don't want people fighting here. That would upset me, because everybody that comes in these chats is so cool. Yeah, they are. And it's crazy because I know through Discord and phone and text, a lot of the people in here that I've become close with, how different they are politically, and what they believe socially. And we never talk about it, and it doesn't ever cause a single issue. It's nice. Yeah, I think he said that he messed up. He also said that he didn't, with the auction, that he didn't intend to do that much. It was like he was going to just test it out and see, and it went on. But he said 80% of people didn't pay. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Do you smell good? You know who's got a good thing going is AIAB card breaks. The way he's got the cool over. They're a little. They're kind of primitive in a lot of ways, the Plinko or whatever, and but he's got a really cool setup going. No, he didn't. He just did it. It was Chris. It was not a good thing. And I banned, like, I'd never ban anybody. I think I banned like 30 or 40 people just because. Spitball Bros, I believe he is getting rid of FanNet Friday. I think it's because it's too much work, and also that there are these feelings of, accepting items. I think that turned into something that he didn't expect it to turn into either. Same thing with Jonathan, like Autistic Family Collectibles, John H. This is killing. It could, man. When you go that deep into something, and there's pressure as well, there's all this type of pressure. You will eventually get burned out. You got banned for saying Pokemon the other day. Where? John H. Yeah. Well, he's don't worry, he'll be doing stuff still. But John's I hope John's still here. Listen, John's a friend. I consider him a friend, not just some guy I know online. Somebody I talk with outside here. He offered to come fly out here when I was feeling bad the other day, and I believed that he was serious. And Chris Weaver, I consider Chris a friend as well. Mud Dog. There are people in this that I've gotten to know outside of just this chat. And Jonathan H., if he's here, I would say it. I don't know if he is, but he's too generous, and that's a problem when you're that generous. The amount of that's hard. It's hard to be that generous when it comes to shit. You know, it's a lot. It gets expensive to be that generous. So, Chris Bolton, you got banned for saying Pokemon where? Hey, Joe, did you get the card? Did the mantle come, and is it safe? Ken F should be there hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't think Jabs will leave. I don't think he can leave right now. And also, let's be real, Jabs got an opportunity financially that's fantastic that anybody should or would, most people would take, especially when you have a family. You know, it's kind of, I view it as, oh, yes, right. I don't know. You have embraced stuff for saying Pokemon. Well, Pokemon is not a banned word here. Soon, your buttercream game is. So, listen, I tell you, this past 2 weeks have been very hard on my end. I had very bad depression, and it was probably the worst it's ever been in all my life. So I'm a little bit behind on packages. So I'm trying. I'm feeling better. After the stream, we do more packages. I just have been. It was hard to breathe, let alone put it to sort and do all things. Hey, I looked at my PSA registry that chat, delete it. Get out of here. We're not talking about him. Oh, you didn't? No. You didn't have to time him out. I was just. Chat's gonna hate me now. You didn't have to time him out. I just was teasing him. Sorry, chat. 300 seconds, buddy. I'll see you. It's okay. Hey, Lloyd, what's going on? I feel better the past couple of days. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it's over because it's no fun. I've always had anxiety and depression, but hey, you guys want to see something cool? Speaking of gremlins, I got it framed today. How awesome is that? This was done by Reindeer Studios, who's got a YouTube channel, and you should all go check it out. So I went and got a frame, and this is going to go on my wall. It's amazing. I love gremlins. Well, no, if you want to send them, I mean, my favorite player is not Moban, but we can pretend. We can keep pretending it is. What is a glossy, like what do you mean stemmers? I like Gremlins 2 a lot too. It's so underrated. You like Janis Joplin? I might have some Janis Joplin stuff. So I like my favorite player it's either Pedro, Bo Jackson, or Ricky Henderson. It's that kind of mix in there. Mo Vaughn's kind of my favorite meme. There's 3 versions of Gremlins 2. Hey, you guys want to see something? Yeah, I love Bo. Well, too bad, Cody. So I was at Walmart earlier, and I saw this shirt. You see that design? It's the kind of design you see all over Instagram. You see a lot of tattoos like this. A lot of those kind of geometric nature tattoos. They're like a diamond, and they have the nature scenes inside. And I was like, and I don't know. I was thinking, why are these so popular? Like this nature, this type of thing. And does anybody know why that stuff is popular? I'm not sure, but I have an idea, and I wanted to see if anybody else might have some ideas. It's kind of like a more ethereal Bob Ross. I think it's because the further people get away from nature, and everybody is further away from it more. I guess it's just, it seems like it's nature through the eyes of Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and it seems like they're trying to like distill nature into its kind of this mystical, ethereal, its essence that way. And you know, these things are happening, and the tattoos are happening, and I guess it's a way to kind of I don't know. Like I said, it's this nature through this weird filter. And it's not real, right? Like it's there's things much more beautiful than all that in nature, no doubt. But this type of crap and these tattoos and these, it's always like the mountain, the reflection in the water and the stars, and I just think it's because people are so far away from it. What's up, SSP? Yeah, a lot of Bob Ross. And Reindeer Studios is amazing. He's also an amazingly nice guy, too. Has anybody seen the movie Mandy? Hell yeah, Brennan. There's Chet. Yeah, we could go to we're not going to call it the hub though. We can go to Boston. We can go to Southie or the North End. We could go paint the town white. Just make sure you have your big boy pants on, because I don't fuck around. Bob Ross was relaxing. You know the thing about Bob Ross, I'm gonna get a dislike right now. He's not very good, I don't think. If you like look at his paintings like up close, they're not. Hey Philip, I am well tonight. I feel pretty good. Brendan, if you want to come, we can go in the city, go to some museums. We go to the Museum of Fine Arts, amazing. Spend it all day there. We can cuddle. We can go to Toby Keith's bar, drink out of mason jars, and wear some mossy oak. Not even go. Selfie is no good restaurants. Where are you from, Stemmers? You go to Fenway. Has anybody here been to Fenway? He was good at what he did, Chet, no doubt. But I don't think technically he wasn't that good. You know, it was the worst. It was you've been to Fenway, Philip? When did you go to Fenway? Your knees. Now these are the new joggers I got today. I can't show any flesh. I was gonna wear shorts for Chet, but so Philip, did you use the bathroom at Fenway? Do you remember the troughs? I don't know if any other parks had this, but back in the day, Fenway, they didn't have a urinals. They had just an open kind of trough that you just stand over and pee in. And at the time in the 90s when Philip, okay, so that was when I was going a lot as a kid. You know, there were no girls at the game. It was mostly old men smoking. And you'd walk in the bathroom, it was just a piss trough. And it was the most rancid, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. I don't know, putrid. So that was old Fenway. They had, yeah, just can't build a tunnel to save your lives. The only thing of Boston's Fenway. Where, Stemmers, where are you from? Ice in the trough, though. There was the only thing that was in that pot that trough was brown pee, because all these old men that were they didn't hydrate. The only thing they drank was beer. You still have the pee troughs? You put a kid in one? Chris is Bolton, the bully. My knees. Cigarette butts, yeah. Prime End. I didn't say hi. Did I? I didn't see you come in. So where do you live now, Stemmers? And Stemmers is lying, because there's more good stuff in Boston than I can't do it. That's right. When I was doing the football cards, I'm doing good tonight. I peed in the kid's motorcycle helmet once, Chris, who was mean to me. Yeah, the Art Museum in Boston it's something else. Go to the Royale and see some good music, or there's lots of good hot pot places now. Philip, thank you for coming in. I always enjoy your company. The mall downtown? I don't know. Any musical requests? Freebird is not allowed. Stairway to Heaven is not allowed. It's kind of like Jaws 3. They are banned from this channel. Andrew Sandman's banned. Boston City is like pissers of film. Man, you really don't like something happening in Boston. What? You can watch Jaws 2, no doubt. Jaws 3 is not totally banned. I've seen little bits of Scary Movie series. It's not like my thing so much. Yeah, I got a copy of Jaws 3D as well. Hey. Welcome to the Machine. Is that Pink Floyd? Papa, I sent you my mailing address the other night. Didn't I? I know some rare movies, boy. I have seen with Stevie Ray wearing a blue Sure. Quada? Yeah, quartz. Like when you go find arrowheads around here, they're all made out of quartz. Yeah, I have a gold. I have a bunch too right here. If you, all right, Papa. Um, yeah, it was about that Chavis. I think I sent it. Build me a buttercup. Well, let me see. Welcome to the machine. Where's Chris Sable's glasses tonight? I don't know the Mary Tyler Moore theme. Is piracy a victimless crime? I don't know. You wouldn't download a car, would you? All right, so let's see. That sound right? The chords. C7 minor. Hey, breaks. All right, Cody. I thank you so much for coming and hanging out for a little bit. I hope you and Brendan Simmons come out and visit in Boston. Stranger Things. What's this? Stop. Yes. I do write songs. I know, not words. But well, that's a creepy song. The front work trash people. I really like improv more than writing stuff. Playing with other people. And what's up, Chris? Speaking of Jaws, Chris said he put together a nice little Jaws puzzle. Hey, Collector Hall, check it out. Okay, you saw it. Cool. Now, does anybody know what that song is? That frame cost me $5.98 at Walmart, and it came with my own degree, James Smith, School of Business and Technology, degree of Business Administration with all rights and privileges pertaining to the said degree. So, saying. The frame was like 10 by 13, but with the matting it's like 8 by 11. All right, Clayton, have a good day. Have a good work day. If you're working and you're fishing, have good luck. Matted, it's 8 by 11. The actual picture is 9 by 12, I think. Did you? Is he funny? Hey, Hats. What's up? Tommy James songs? Who's Tommy James? Faith No More. I remember. I love Faith No More. Ashes to Ashes, really. Did anybody do anything fun today? Sunday fun day? This transcription is not right. It's not correct, I can tell. You did a zip today, not really healthy, too much nothing. That's so some days it's healthy to not do anything. Bought a bunch of cards. Have this. Oh, Crimson and Clover is a great song. How about some classical? Chet, did you what do you do for work? What's up, JW? So I have a thing. It's called a Paul. It's called a Roland GR55. So my other guitar is another pickup right here, and what it does is it's a MIDI pickup. So I can play. When I play the guitar, it makes it sound like a piano or an organ or a saxophone and a million other instruments. There's so many things. It could sound like a techno trance thing, but I haven't been able to hook it up with the amp right. So today we look for monitor speakers, and hopefully this week I'll get 2 monitor speakers I can put out here so I could do some of that stuff. Shop for clothes. Yeah, I went to clothes shopping today too. What did you see today at the theater, Jay? So we can work. Only work Wednesday, Thursday. Chet works in a weird place from Nirvana. So how about like how would like what Nirvana song? How would Bach play Nirvana? You saw Rapunzel Tangled. I believe I know what that is. You get anything good, Spitball? Let me see if I can find the rest of it. Man, playing that makes me real melancholy and nostalgic. It repeats over and over. It's a good song. Very good song. Squats hurting the knees. Jesus don't want me for a sunbeam. Come on. I was watching Chris. Who did that? Who originally was it? Jesus doesn't want me for a sunbeam was the Vaselines. Okay. Let me see another Nirvana song. I like In Bloom a lot. Heart Shaped Box I like a lot. I saw a documentary about like what's her name? Darude Sandstorm. I can make that happen. About Courtney Love killing Kurt Cobain or something. So I do that. Territorial Pistons. I don't remember that. Is that on Bleach? So this is a fingerstyle version of Heart Shaped Box. It's actually kind of different. That's hard. All right, Majestic Luminous. DMB. I don't know Chevelle. Thanks for coming in, Paul. Man, I love Jeff Beck. What's that song? Where Were You? Off Guitar Shop. One of the best, some of the best guitar playing ever. Oh, Dave Matthews Band? I don't know any. Meat Puppets? I don't know any Meat Puppets. Were they a Seattle, like a grunge band? Did you unplug? Yeah, that's a Ledbetter song. Huddy Ledbetter, the old blues guy. All right, Primate. Thanks for coming in. And listen, thank you for everything you did the other night when we were talking. I never forget things like that, ever. So appreciate it a lot. What's up? Austin. This is C Lydian. I don't know that. LT. What's so funny breaking stuff? Yeah. What are you laughing at, Dawn? Austin is here. Oh, look who's here. I loved it. What are you doing up? Are you on the toilet right now? It's Selena. She's keeping an eye on all of you. Tea time? I assume that means pee time. Why did this just get blurry? It's trying to focus on Selena. Traveling Riverside Blues. I don't know who does that. Oh my God, dude! Will you stop it? We were talking about your shirts a little while ago. I only know one thing from Selena, and it's this. Bitty Bitty Bum Bum. That's my favorite Selena thing. I think the song goes Bitty Bitty Bum Bum or something like that. Maybe. Bitty Bitty breaks and stuff. Can you help me out? Somebody help me out. You should know. I bought this shirt because of you. Well, at Jade and W, we tell her to make some content. Kelly, are you training tonight? Who is sending me messages? 5 minutes? I'll get back to you one sec. What size did you need, Chris? Can everybody in this chat do me a favor and tell Kelly that she needs to go to class tonight? Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Today's Monday. You don't have class tonight. $5X. I don't know that. I know it costs more the larger sizes. Let me see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Chris. Don't go to class. Stay a little longer. Dance a little faster. You don't want to see her dance. I've seen it. It's weird. Yeah. But I have stuff for your dad. So he can play classic rock on his motorcycle. And your mom, too. Oh, no, I know liquid tension experiment, sorry. Tell us a story. What do you want to hear? All right, I can tell you a story. I told the story about how I met Barry Larkin. I'm not going to retell. I did meet Connie Lansford one time. If you're interested, I can tell you about that. I really want problem for any sense of saying, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Chris Bolton. You're absolutely out of your mind. But I can tell you if you want to know how I met Connie Lansford. No Will Clark stories I can recall, but you all know who Connie Lansford is. The catcher. Yeah, move on stories. Tea time is over. You going back to bed? Man, you pee for a long time. All right, I'll see you tonight. Club Leather and Lumber. Yeah, I don't think I can say. I don't think I can talk about the stories without getting this YouTube channel taken down. So here's a story about Connie Lansford, the catcher. He used to play for the Red Sox at Oakland Athletics. Hey, auto parts guy. Brendan, I am not married. No. There's a place near me. I was actually talking about it yesterday with somebody called Titicket, which is a Native American site. Very important location. And back in the 1800s, they would build ships, and they would send the ships out down to something called the Taunt River. And which scar? Huh? What are you talking about? All right, SSP. Have a good night. So anyways, they used to send out ships through the Taunt River there. And I have a weird thing that I do. Sometimes Yeah. So Kelly, I will see you tonight though, right? Right? The thing on my face? What thing on my face? What are you talking about, Chris Paul? I have a scar on my face? I don't. I have a face on my face. I have a scar. I have a thing on my. I have some hair on my face. I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I have no birthmark on my face. I have a shaving. I have a shaving scar cut here and a ingrown hair. My throat. I have a cut on my nose from jiu-jitsu, but I don't. I have a scar on my hand. Wait a minute, which hand is it? Yeah, this hand. I'm not pointing. I mean, I don't know. It's Mark of the Beast 666. Where's Donald Plum? I need him. Scars remind me that the past is real. I'm trying my hardest to forget about the past and the future. In the present, if possible. The scar in here is from. I was opening up rocks because I thought I was Indiana Jones, and I had the hammer claw got me open. So let's get auto parts guy is right. Let's get back to Connie Lansford. This is important. So this site, this big Native American site, this is a really cool place where I'm at. You were crying. I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry. So I have a thing that I would do, which is kind of weird. Oh, wait, you're not joking. You were really sitting in the corner crying? I'm sorry, man. What's the matter? What's the matter, Hats? You want to talk about it? Why is your life suck? Well, let me tell you a story that helped. Let me finish this story. Life is not easy. It's tough. So I have a thing where I'd go in the middle of the night, and I get really into rope swings, like the kind like you shoot off and you do like a backflip and you land in the water. So like if I find one, I'll go out there in the middle of the night by myself, and I go out there. It's like 2:30 in the morning. It's a 6-mile walk, and I'm wearing nothing but my bathing suit. No shoes, nothing on. I get to the spot, and I'm getting ready to do my flips, and I see what I believe is a Sasquatch. Just a hairy beast digging in the ground. And I'm terrified. I don't know what to think. So I walk a little further. I noticed that sorry, maybe we'll save the story for another time. It's getting too kind of heavy in here. Yeah, it's 28. So what? Why don't you have any money? Do you work? You don't make enough to get an apartment. I'm going to assume, and I could be wrong, that if you're that upset, crying in the corner, that it's more than just living with your mom. That there's probably some other stuff going on. The only thing wrong with Little Caesars is that the pizza sucks. But working there, there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong, especially if you're a manager. I worked at Papagino's. I mean, look, man, if you don't have the money to get an apartment, start saving. Working towards certain goals. If the job isn't what you want, you're 28, you're young. There are other options. Go back to school, learn a trade, get a certificate, something. There are options for you. Well, you're 28 years old. Who's bullying you at 28 years old? You're a 28-year-old man. I don't know why. Who's bullying you? You had Sasquatch for dinner 2 days ago? What did it taste like? I bet it was chewy. Oh, who gives a shit? YouTube, this isn't. Screw it. This is YouTube, people. These idiots. If you put yourself out there, no matter who you are, you're going to get people that don't like you, and you're going to get people who say bad things, and you're going to get people who don't dislike your video, and it's ridiculous, and is what it is. But those people, I mean, if there are people in your life that you see and interact with that were bullying you, that's one thing. But the people who cares what people on YouTube thinks? Pat Borders is a real son of a bitch, for instance. He's a real bastard, and I let him in here, and he can hang out, and he can talk about baseball or shoes or chicken nuggets and stuff. Like, I don't mind. He's welcome here, even though he's a real son of a gun. I'm just kidding, Pat. I'm just kidding. Well, Austin, you are a dickhead, kind of. You're the most aggressive moderator I've ever seen. If someone says like fart, you like time them out. I like you a lot. I'm a dick sometimes too. Look, Hats. If YouTube is causing you that many problems, then maybe it's not something you should be doing. But if you are going to do it, you have to. Okay, it was Gary. I'm with you on the modding. If it's okay for Jabs, if he allows us to promote, and I promote my channel on there all the time. If he allows it, and if he's cool with it, then I can. I'm not going to shut down anybody else. There are certain times when it's a little ridiculous, like that you might have to do something. But overall, listen. But anyways, Hats, if YouTube is causing you that much pain and sadness, then it's not worth doing. And if not, you should also think about seeing somebody. You know, I've talked about it here. I see somebody once or twice a week, and it's good to talk to somebody. There are a few words that will get you banned in here. Pokemon is not one of them. Obviously, anything like real derogatory, but there's some things dealing with Zach Campbell that will get you in trouble. Doobie Brothers? What's a good Doobie Brothers song? Is that Doobie Brothers? Melissa? I don't know that song. I like It Keeps You Running. It keeps you running. Is that Michael McDonald? Michael McDonald always sounded like he had a mouthful of peas and mashed potatoes. That's my Michael. Campbell plays. I bet he does. One of my LCS places near me, they had to put up a sign in the front, talk about, if you like the Yu-Gi-Oh players, whatever they're called, about the hygiene, because it was so bad. They smelled so awful. Yeah, Norm McDonald's the best McDonald. Oh, that sucks, man. Billie Eilish impression. I love that. I love Billie Eilish. Ocean Eyes. I can't do it. My voice is too destroyed from years of heavy cigarette smoke. I can't make it high. Yeah, Ocean Eyes is the bomb. I really like that. I don't know about banning. I wasn't in there for that. I mean, with those ocean eyes. Let me see. See if we can get the melody at least. I wish I could sing good. Something like that. Oh. All right, so let me start the story over. Let's chill with let's try to make it a happier. It's 1:40 a.m. where I am. Okay, I'm gonna go for a little while longer. I want to keep it happy and fun. Life is very painful. I am tough. Um, but I don't want this place to be painful and tough. I want this place to be a place where you can have fun and tell stories about Connie Lansford. All right, so I'm going to start it over for Auto Parts Guy. There's a place where I live called Titicket. Okay, it's a Native American site, and it's in the woods, and it became a Boy Scout camp in the 50s, and they used to make ships down there. And there's this huge slope, and they have a rope where you can swing and do your flips into the water and all that type of stuff. And one of my things I just do, I don't know why, but it's like an OCD issue. I have to go, if I know where one is, I have to go and do it. So I put on my bathing suit, no shoes, nothing. I did it on my phone, that was it. And I walked 6 miles to the site. And it was like 2:33 a.m. And I get out there. And, where I live, there's supposed to be a Bigfoot, Bridgewater Triangle and Sasquatch, all that stuff. So I'm out there, and I'm shaking. I'm excited, sweating in a good way. So I'm about to fly through the air and land in the water. And I'm landing in the Taunton River, which is a really nasty river, full of trash and nasty crap and probably bodies and cars and toxic waste and all this. So I get there, I'm getting ready, and I see, like I said, what looks like a Sasquatch, a Bigfoot, digging like a dog. And I start freaking out because I don't want to deal with a Bigfoot. Again. I had a run-in with a Sasquatch when I was younger. It didn't end well. So he was hairy, black, dense hair. You could smell him. And I put my phone on, and he's digging like this, and he turns around slowly, and I see he looks like a blonde mustache. I was like, that's not a Bigfoot. And this naked man gets up, and he's covered in dirt, and he walks over to me. He's fully naked, and he sticks out his hand. He said, "Nice to meet you. I'm Connie Lansford." And I said, "What the frig?" I said, "First of all, Mr. Lansford, I know who you are. Why do you have a Boston accent? I know you played here for a while, but I don't think you're from Boston. I think you're from the Midwest or something." And he said, "I'm Connie Lansford." I said, "Okay." I said, "Cool. So what are you doing? What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?" And he's like, "I'm looking for rocks." And he pulled out, he had all this stuff in his hand. He said, "Look at all my quartz," which is quartz, like in quartz rocks. And it was just a handful of rocks. And I said, "Oh, that's cool." I said, "What you looking?" He's like, "I'm looking for arrowheads, Indian arrowheads, all quartz arrowheads." And I said, "Shit." I said, all right, listen, Carney." And as soon as I said, "Listen, Carney," he just started running through the woods like a maniac and started making this weird, it sounded like this, like, "Wickachoo, wickachoo, wickachoo." He just kept on. So for like 20 minutes, I could hear him out in the woods running around naked going, "Wickachoo, wickachoo, wickachoo." And he ran off. And I got on my rope swing, and I did my swing and my flip. And I landed on an old stove. And I laid out in the Taunton River for 3 days, unconscious. And then I woke up and I walked home, and that's my Connie Lansford. It's 100% true. Everything I just told you is 100% true. I'm just saying. That was a true story. And if you believe it, you don't have to believe, Sasquatch and dog, YouTube dog. So I don't know too much about Dogman. 3 days. Yeah, I was out there for 3 days, Chris. My back was just shattered from landing on that old stove. 3 days I laid out there. 3 days and 3 nights. I rose. I don't know. I maybe, probably not. I don't think I had anybody come look for me. Quartz is hard to polish. No, I didn't make it to his love shack. I don't know what Carney's up to these days. Listen, you guys have heard my Barry Larkin story, right? Tell me if you have heard it. You have not? Okay, so I'll tell that story, perhaps. So as a kid, my father was an alcoholic. He's a recovered alcoholic. He's 75. He's been sober for a very long time. But as a kid, he was a severe alcoholic. And my grandparents were when they were alive. They were, I want to hear the Bigfoot kid. What are you talking about, Bigfoot kid? I don't know what you're talking. I told you. I thought it was Connie Lansford was Bigfoot. So my dad was a bad drinker, and we would go to Florida because my grandparents lived there. They moved from Boston to Florida, and we'd go twice a year. And if anybody's been to Florida, there's a place called Lion Country Safari. And Lion Country Safari is kind of like a nature reserve where they have like lions and tigers and giraffe. I never said that, Chris. I think our communication was a little off. But I can tell you something about Bigfoot. I will tell you a real Bigfoot story in a minute. Just hold on. So we go to Florida, this Lion Country Safari. I never went to Disneyland, never went to any of that stuff. And you could drive around the park, and there were rhinoceros. And my father, being an alcoholic and a fool and clown, he would like pull up to like these beasts, and he would like roll down the window or open the door, and it was really a scary thing. So we would do that. And they also had a petting zoo there. And not a petting zoo, but it was kind of like a mini zoo. And you could feed the animals and things like that. And my sister and my mother were there, and I was off doing something. My dad was probably getting tanked. And my sister was very young at the time, probably 3 or so. That would be 5 then. And you could get a bottle of milk, llama milk, and feed it to the llamas. And my sister had her bottle of milk. Accidentally, the bottles got switched. So my sister was feeding my mother and sister were feeding the llama breast milk, and my sister was drinking llama milk. So this is happening, and there's a commotion. There's a crazy commotion, and I saw from a distance a golf cart heading right towards my mother and my sister. And behind that golf cart was a pack of lions chasing it. The man driving the golf cart had an oversized hat on, kind of like in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. The little people had giant hats. It kind of was like a foam finger material, but it was huge. It was like massive. And he's riding that golf cart, and he's right towards my sister and my mother. And he plows into them. My mother goes flying. My sister goes flying. All my sister's little 3-year-old sister's covered in llama milk all over her face. And this man he looks at my sister, and he says, "These lions," and then he sneezes really hard and takes off, and all the lions start running after him. And I'm looking from a distance, and I'm terrified. And I'm running over. I start running over my sister and my mother to make sure everything's okay. And they're crying. People are crying. And well, what happened? You know, who was that? And she said, I don't know. My mother said, I don't know. She said, he had the big hat and it was red and it said, not Eric Davis on it. And I said, that son of a bitch, Barry Larkin. I knew it was Barry Larkin then. And that was it. That was my Barry Larkin story. He ran over my sister and my mother. And he had a big hat that said, not Eric Davis. And he, that's what happened. 100% true. What's up, B&O? I would never tell a lie. He is a deviant. Maniac. So the moral of the story is, if you ever see Barry Larkin and he's on a golf cart, you better stay far, far away from him. Well, Cecil's a real son of a gun too. Sneaky. I don't have, so Bigfoot, well, I live in an area where there's supposed to be a Bigfoot, and there's, I don't see it. But people believe that he's around. There's no food supply around for a Sasquatch in my area. See, Casey, that sounds like a real story. Pat, my best friend, or one of my best friends, is Ancient Aliens dude. He's on Ancient Aliens, and he was a paranormal investigator for years and did all that type of stuff. And I'd like to get an interview on him for this channel. You threw change on my table to the quarter service side, tripped me out. Yeah, Paul, that's kind of where I'm at, you know. I can believe, like, I don't know. I never criticize someone for their beliefs, even if I don't, you know, there's lots of things I believe that people don't believe, and that's okay. His name is Chris Pittman, Pat. Like I said, one of my best friends. Here, I'll give you a link to his site. Well, this is his, find it. This is a super incomplete version of his IMDb. He was just on a show called Ghost Brothers, which is this new paranormal show on Travel Channel. I'll show you a picture of it. It's on demand right now. But he's did this for years, and he traveled all over the world, and I'm trying to find this show right here. You can see it. Ghost Brothers Haunted House Guest. So that's the show he was just on, and this is him in the show. Yeah, that show's stupid as hell. Good for you. What for me? What's good for me? I wasn't on a show. So you've seen it? I have not. What is it? I've spent so much time in the woods, so much metal detecting and doing all these things in an area. I don't know pet boys, man. I don't think the earth is flat, if that's what you're asking me. But I always thought the Flat Earth Society was a parody type thing, but I don't know. I guess not. For Tree Fitty, like I'm not. I think there is some. I don't not think that there's something maybe out there. Pat, are you aware of like Skinwalker Ranch and all that? All right, Jay. So I have my original plan. If you go, probably you don't have to, but one of my older videos, my big plan was to start doing book reviews, and that was one of the books, the Skinwalker Ranch one, that I read, and I took. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job of breaking it down, and it is the biggest bunch of bullshit. It is so. It is not legit. In fact, I think the guy that owned it, the Tom Gorman, I believe his name is, the Gorman family. If it isn't legit, that means that would mean he was doing some terrible things on that ranch. Did she have what kind of cookies? Because Girl Scout cookies are the best, man. I want some Girl Scout cookies right now. The coconut, whatever ones, what are they called? Malamade or something? Man, they're good. Yeah, so the guy that was involved with Skinwalker Ranch, George Knapp, was also the guy that was involved with Bob Lazar, who I think is not legit. I do not believe Bob Lazar. I think Bob Lazar is a Samoas. Oh my God, those things are so good. Try not to eat bad lately, but crustacean flavored Girl Scout cookies. I don't know if they're Girl Scout. If they got the name Girl Scout cookie on it, I'll put it in my mouth. Bob Lazar is, I think, a very good liar. Very convincing liar at times, but I think he's a liar nonetheless. If you think he's telling the truth, that's cool. I'm not saying it. Oftentimes especially with this type of stuff, we feel so strongly about politics too. Like, I'm not criticizing anybody's belief about anything. I just don't agree with him. Listen, Auto Parts Guy, I don't know if I'm subscribed to you, but I will make sure I am after this is over. And thanks for coming in and hanging out for a little bit. You are on board with that? Yeah. So the vibe I get from Lazar is this. He's a guy that wanted to be a scientist. He wanted to be here, but he was here. He may have a knack for things. For instance, in the documentary, they talked about what he did with the cars, like some type of engine he did as a kid, and how impressive it was. But you know what? There are kids in every town that can do that. There's always a few smart kids in town, or kids that have a knack for something. I think he's a very smart guy. He obviously worked around these places and knew certain things. But, I mean, you don't graduate bottom of your class and then go to MIT, okay? And the idea that they've expunged all the it's just such nonsense. It's just not legit. No, I'm not talking about the belief of UFOs. I'm talking about Bob Lazar, that particular guy. I'll be up for a little while longer. I'm getting really hungry, and now we're talking about Girl Scout cookies. I'm getting even more hungry. But there's a lot about that Bob Lazar story that just doesn't. It's just nonsense. And the Skinwalker Ranch thing as well. If you read the book, Skinwalker Ranch, you could see how, yeah, Chris, but it helps me because like once I get hungry, I'm like, okay, I need to step back. Yeah, I saw that, Pat, and I was bothered by it that Joe Rogan is such a patsy sometimes with this type of shit that he doesn't push things, and it was like he used the excuse of, yeah, he didn't. It was garbage. You ever hear Pantera? My buddy, I love Pantera, man. It's one of my favorite bands ever. Wasn't Lazar vouched for by women? I don't know. It doesn't. I have no idea. I still don't. I don't believe he did any of that. They just pull some random dude off the street who's not really doing anything, and then to back engineer downed UFO crap. It's fantasy. What's up, Vilmer? I like calling you Vilmer better. Yeah, Pantera. Let me see if I The most interesting paranormal thing to me is the Mothman. I think that's cool. And creepy. I love the book. No, Chris, I know people. I'm not saying that he didn't have the sense to do it. What I'm saying is he said that he went to MIT and Caltech. Okay, he did not. That's like and that was something that's not covered in the documentary. It's not covered in the Rogan podcast, and it's something like I think Stanton Friedman and a bunch of other ufologists. They pretty much tore him apart years ago, and he's had this renaissance. But I don't believe that. I believe I agree with you. I don't think that they're going to pull some bottom of the class. He was a janitor. He was doing custodial work. They're going to pull him and throw him into working on anti-gravity devices from UFOs. It just doesn't make any sense. And then there's this idea that he keeps getting rated, right? Like that they're looking for his element 115 that he has. He was rated for things that he did wrong. Like he copped to it. I can't remember the first one on, but he copped to the charges. And the second one was because he makes fireworks now. And when you're making fireworks and you're dealing with explosives and things like that, and you're selling them, in the documentary, they made it out like he was being raided for no good reason. And why was Homeland Security in there and all this stuff? And it was because he probably sold explosive materials to somebody that was on a list. And after 9/11, it's the bureaucracy. There's a million agencies involved when shit like that happens. So yeah, you're going to get raided. They're not looking for element 115. If they wanted it, if he had it, it was so important, he would have been dead years ago. How about this? How many is element 115 the last element, or is there more? Last known element? Because I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to pull a Bob Lazar. Element 116 will be discovered at some point. think like the Mothman's cool. There's some cool paranormal stuff out there that isn't easily explained, but I really think a lot of it I don't know what type of knowledge he had prior to it being real, but here's the thing: when you work, he was working within certain places around, you know, these places. I believe that he probably went to S4 or went to that, but he shows the proof that he has like a pay stub, and that he was on the contractors list. But the reality was that he was working for the contractor doing custodial work, if I recall, and he wasn't doing any tech stuff. A lot of the stuff he says is easily verifiable, and you just can't do it. Maybe he did see something crazy, and maybe he saw something that he couldn't explain, and he decided to take it in and make it his own. I don't know. I don't believe him, though. Yeah, I've been saying that. We'll hopefully get close to at least we have the the self-driving cars and all that type of good stuff. I don't know, Chris. I don't know too much. Probably Willie McGee's ship. I know that Willie McGee is not from planet Earth. You just look at him and you know it. So I think it was probably McGee's race. I don't know what they're called yet, but I'll find out someday. I have a book called The Day After Roswell, and I bought it for the reason I wanted to write a script, like a Coen Brothers styles of like this really hectic comedy about Roswell, like after the crash, like all the government, the people and the farmers and the town, but in the style of the Coen Brothers. I thought it would be funny. The only thing with the thing that Roswell that like is it's a big red flag is that letter that guy holds. You know the letter? There's a picture of it in a newspaper of a guy holding a note. And you can kind of read it and make out what it says, and it's talking about what was there. It's kind of weird, you know? But I don't know what happened there, man. I do notice that in the news lately, though, there's a lot more talking about UFOs. You know, the stuff this week with the Navy, and I know it was out for a while, but I feel like that it's definitely much more accepted right now than it's ever been, and that there was that interview with Donald Trump recently where they talk about where he talks about that he was briefed on UFOs recently, and that he doesn't know if he believes it, but it's kind of a weird thing to say. Like there's something going on. Rat beats, like I don't know. What are you talking about? Who's Mr. Mint? I don't know how to let me see. Who's Mr. Mint? Dealer of cards with his family name is said to have found warehouse full of top. That's interesting, Jay. I've never heard that. I assume he was full of shit. Speaking of UFOs, weren't most of the 52 males put in the ocean or something like that? That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, computer's gone small. I think it's very easy. I don't know, hats. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm asking just a favor to not bring it in here right now, please. I don't want people fighting with. I know different people have different issues and things like that. Ellie Johnson's been nothing but kind to me, so I don't want that in here. I think you understand. I'm not mad or anything. I just don't want people fighting in the chat. 48, 47, 48. 12 mantles were done. T2 mantles. 52 mantles. Yeah. Just threw a few cases in the sea that got messed up. Okay, hats. No, I'm not mad. I just don't want. I don't want any bickering. I don't want any, between people in here. I like you and I like him, so I like everybody. There's only a couple people I don't like, and they don't come here. I don't go there. I wonder where it'd be cool to see if you could find any. They were, the ocean preserves things. I'm sure that they would be annihilated, but. Paul, I'm with you, man. It's a card. I don't have an 89 upper deck. It's eluded me for 36 years since I've been alive. I don't know why I haven't bought it yet. I'm thinking about buying a box of 89 upper deck, but yeah, Mud. It's a lot of people we still don't own. I don't know why. Was that an older video, Chris? 83. Well, I'm 82. October of 82. $7 is pretty good, man. I want to do a box. I want to do a break. And I know 89 upper deck's an easy break to sell, but I really want one too. So Austin, you act like you're 95. That was from yesterday. I don't know if I watched the video yesterday. I saw the clickbaity headline. I didn't feel like I was like, I'm not doing this. No, I'm saying goodbye. I hate shit like that. And I get I'm not hating on him for doing it because you got to play with the algorithm, but I think it's, Yeah, I know. I like opening them. I want the Randy Johnson. What else is an 89 upper deck? There's some good cards. Johnson, Griffey. There's an Eric card in there, I believe. It's got some value. So the 89 upper deck, I have no Mattingly rookies have been. Is it just Johnson and Biggio? I don't have any. I never got any Mattingly rookies. Murphy reverse negative. That's right. I think some like other major cards of the 80s and 90s that I don't have. McGuire rookie. I don't have the USA. I have all the Griffies except for the 89. What are some other, when you think of the junk wax era cards, like what are your key cards that are not the Griffey that, Gwynn rookie? Get the Gwynn rookies. Yeah, Mattingly stuff it's not that bad. Maybe I'll buy one tonight. Where are you getting all these cards so cheap? 86. You don't have that yet? I need I need some Clemens rookies. Really, Mo Vaughn, the 92 tops? You hustle on eBay? I would. McGuire for $2 is really good. I got a Sandberg coming, a Sandberg rookie tops. I got the Puckett tops rookie the other day for like $4, $5, something like that. I need the Clemens. Do you have a certain person that you're buying the stuff off, Chris? Because if you are, you want to share it with me, I'll send you this nose hair trimmer. It's even got a little light. You could pretend it's an alien probe and stick up your butt. Everybody junk, mostly vintage, Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes is nice. I like that set. I think it's really well. The cards look great. You get good hits. Obviously, prospecting, but yeah, man, Chris, if you got a couple guys, I got a couple guys. We'll share a couple guys with each other. $10, man. You are hustling. I need an Ozzie Smith rookie. I think I have all the Boggs. And most Pedros. I have a Henderson, but it's annihilated. It's so bad. Such bad condition. The only Bo Jackson rookie I'm missing is his football and some like minor leagues cards. I need to buy some Bowman Chrome this week. Yeah, Brett. I don't know that George Brett either. But I don't know. You big on condition? Like, do they have to be 6 or above or something like that? So otherwise, I think you can get the Brett pretty cheap, if I recall. Ozzie to me is kind of a weird one. How crazy people go for it, like the price of what was it, 79 tops? Because I don't see a lot of Ozzie collectors other than the guys looking for the rookie. I've not run into a lot of people on YouTube, for instance, that PC Ozzie. How nice are what cards, Casey? By the way, Casey, I looked at the top snapshots last night that you were talking about for $25, and they're cool, but the hits on there are not that. Like, I watched some reviews, and I guess the hits are not too great. Well, he was a joy to watch, Ozzie. My Henderson looks like it has just got chewed up by an animal, but I don't really care. Just happy to have it. I think some other rookies I might need. Oh, Casey, is that the black and white one? I don't know why you hating on people love hating on Pete Alonso. That dude's just killing it. I don't know what the deal is, why people don't like him. Could be Pat. I think you got Maddox and Pedro in there. I saw Foolish Baseball's new video on Pedro's pitching the best season ever. He's called Pedro Martinez pitched the best season ever twice in a row. I don't know if he's gonna last. I mean, that dude just is killing it. Why wouldn't he last? Yeah, I like Frank Thomas a lot. I got most of his rookies. Same Juan Gonzalez. I'm not a Dave Justice fan. Like, give me a good reason why he's not going to last. I think you just want to hate on Pete Alonso because you're jealous of his body. Dave Justice is your number one, but you, in truth be told, should go make some babies together because he loves him. Yeah, is he playing really good? I got a ton of his rookies. Yeah, Pete Alonso looks like he got 4 kids with 3 different women. Pete Alonso looks like he just sent his second oldest off to community college. Yeah, Austin. I mean, he's not there to play like Ozzie Smith. He's there to put the ball outside the stadium. Hit 50 home runs right now? Did he get it? So in 1986, there's a massive his father worked for Topps, left it in his attic. Yeah, I don't like the way homers are now. I don't like that style of play, but I think it's boring. You know. What happened to them, Jay? Altuve's 30. You're banking on Guerrero. You got a huge box of his cards. My dad, all the cards he bought prospecting for players back in the day. We had a store baseball card shop near us called the Seventh Inning Stretch, I believe. And the owner got in trouble for doing something bad with a young girl or multiple young girls. And the shop was going out of business. So my dad went there, pretty much bought the whole place out. It was just all this crap we have still that's worth nothing. And I saw Vladdy say he's never worked out or lifted a weight in his life. Altuve is very good. Little Altuve. I'm surprised Mud Dog doesn't like Altuve because he's tiny. You guys think Dwight Evans should be in the Hall of Fame? I think he should be. I would put Dwight Evans in the Hall of Fame over Madden, Lee, or Murphy. I would put no. Mud Dog's like 2'3" No, why do you say that? Alan, what is it about Madden Lee you think will keep him? I mean Evans. Let's look at his stats. He's got a WAR of 67.1. No, Baines should not be. Absolutely not. It's ridiculous. And I don't think Lee Smith should be either. So he had a WAR of 67.1. He's got 2,446 hits, 385 home runs, a career batting average of 272. He had a 20-year career. a good 20-year career. I would take a really strong 20-year career like this over Mattingly's like 4 years or somebody like that. Tim Raines, I don't know if Lee Smith should. Tim Raines was nasty, man. He's another one. He's such a strong 23 years. I don't know about. I think you're talking about Dwight Evans. I think that's probably what keep him out. As far as Mattingly goes, he had like his. I don't know, man. Four good years, 14 years, and he had like the few really good ones. Maybe, I don't know. War 42 point. Mike Mussina, I don't really know his numbers. Well, Judd is only been around a couple of years. It's impossible to say, but he probably won't. Because of let me see. Doesn't look like it. Here. This is so Lee Smith. Well, there's also that argument that should relief pitchers be in the. I've seen people say relief pitchers shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Period. I don't agree with that. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about Lee Smith. No, Jeter will be in for sure, no doubt. He won't be unanimous because I think there'll be some like Boston sports writers who don't put him in. Don't want, whatever. What does the WPPA stand for? Okay, yeah. Gary Sheffield. What about Gary Sheffield? .509 home runs, WAR of 60.5, career batting average 292, 2,600, almost 2,700 hits. Yeah, Chris, I don't know. Maybe. I wonder if they opened it up this year. They said, okay, who do you think would be Mattingly that would get in? Probably Pete Rose would get in if the public voted if they could. Of course, yeah, Bonds belongs. Clemens belongs. So, Chris, but the 500 home runs isn't like the benchmark anymore, really, is it? The standards have kind of shifted. I don't know. I don't think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I think he's actually one of my favorite players. And if it wasn't going to cost me a bunch, I'd probably start PCing Rose because I love hard players or players that play hard. But the reality is you do have a rule and you break the rule. I don't know. Yeah, well, you think so? I don't know. Going forward with the way people hit home runs now. If it's going to be, of course it is Jay. I mean, no. Look, if it was up to, if I ran the if he's an exception, is he an exception to the rule? And if so, why? And are there other players that should get in that broke rule? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know if it's a matter of what you paid for. If that you've paid for it, if you're punished. Of course, he's been punished by it. That you gambling, Pete Rose. Of course, it's not. I don't know if it's about punishment. It's just about like having a rule and adhering to it. Yeah, Pete Rose signs a lot of shit. I love Pete Rose. I'm not. Ben Wells, thank you for coming in. Even if you're only here for a minute. Well, Jackson? Which Jackson? Reggie Jackson? Of course they weren't. I mean, I don't think his numbers were tainted by the betting, but would have Ichiro have had more hits if he had played in MLB in the States the entire time? Let me look at Reggie Jackson, Hedgie Raxon. I don't know, man. I don't know. No, Reggie Jackson. Looking at it, just it's. I don't think there's any debate about him being in the Hall of Fame. You don't think he would have? Well, how many hits did he have in Japan? Ichiro, let's see. $3,089 in the United States. The fences are shorter in Japan. No, I know they would be different. How many years did he play in Japan? I don't really know Ichiro's career too well. You know who's really good? Rick Rochelle was a really good pitcher, really underrated. David Cohn should probably be in the Hall of Fame. It's kind of weird that David Cohn is not in the Hall of Fame. Lance Berkman. Let me look at Lance Berkman's stuff. Career WAR of 52.1, 1905 hits, 366 home runs, 293 batting average, 15-year career. I mean, it looks all right. So, David Cohn, no. I don't know, man. I'm looking at his numbers are pretty ridiculous. $62.3 Cy Young winner. I don't know. Why don't you think David Cohn? Yes. Justin Verlander is so quickly in the Hall of Fame. It's insane. Of course, he's crazy. He's crazy good. 15-year career. He's killing it right now. I mean, Cole won the Cy Young. I believe he's a Cy Young winner. Let's see. Yeah, he won the Cy Young in '94. Almost won it in '88 and '98 and '99 as well. 62.3 WAR, 194 and 126 career ERA 3.4. It's good numbers. I mean, yeah, Verlander will be. It's easy in the Hall of Fame. Even on Baseball Reference, they have the Hall of Fame thing at the bottom. I think Jay Pilon's one to do this. So the average Hall of Famer pitching, like, yeah, for the Hall of Fame monitor for a pitcher, his is 103, and a likely Hall of Famer is 100. Yeah, that ain't happening, but I'm just trying to think of somebody that I never hear being brought up for the Hall of Fame. Killebrew, let's look. Harmon Killebrew. Career WAR of 60.4, 2,086 hits, 573 home runs. I mean, it's the home runs, right? And that's why. He killed it. Almost 1,600 RBIs. And Canseco was a great player. It's, you know. CC Sabathia, I don't know his career enough. I don't know. Zach Greinke, I think, will be. I think so. Yeah. He'll be in the Hall of Fame. Andrew Jones. Do you know Oral Hershiser's a brother named Anal? Andrew Jones. Let's look at Andrew Jones. Career WAR of 62.8. Golden Glove. I don't know. 434 home runs. 1,900 hits. I don't know. Just looking at it on the surface, it doesn't seem like that. There was another pitcher who's really good who I was thinking of that. Was it? Not pitcher. Al Oliver is really good, but I don't think he should probably be in the Hall of Fame. Lou Whitaker. Lou Whitaker was nasty. Long, strong career. WAR 75.1. He just doesn't have the numbers. I think George Such like this guy. Yeah, I think Larry Walker. I think Larry Walker is good. I don't give a shit about the stuff at Coors Field. And I think it was only 30% of his home runs came out of Coors Field. But want to look at Alan Trammell's. Alan Trammell is good, but he's another one. It's like nothing stands out numbers wise at all. Solid player. Cheer wasn't a bum. Cheer's great. I'm from Boston, and he's not a bum. Georgia's superstar, George Springer. What about Pascal Perez? Should he be in the Hall of Fame? And why isn't there a new wing of the Hall of Fame dedicated to Mo Vaughn? The Empress Tay. Good morning. How are you? All right, listen, guys. I'm going to close it down. It's been 3 hours, and I need to eat. I'm so hungry. Actually kind of lightheaded, so all I had to do was a little bit of hamburger meat. So thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys had fun. Football cards earlier and just hanging out. I hope you feel better, Hats McGee. And it was fun chatting with y'all. And I'll see you next time.